I was in an auto accident. The airbags deployed and pinned my arm, and it dislocated my shoulder at that time. I think I was in shock for the most part. I noticed about 2 or 3 days later was when I really started having a lot of pain and noticed that I had no mobility at all in my shoulder. So I just figured I was just going to be sore. So I just hoped, I guess, that it would get better. I did physical therapy for a little while, and it was not getting any better. It made a lot of things very, very difficult. I wasn't even able to pick my kids up. I couldn't lift anything. I couldn't move my arm up over my head at all. I mean, I could barely go about this far, and then it was just excruciating. Just putting on my shirt in the morning was a task. Now, until I was released by my doctor, I wasn't even allowed to show up on call. Because, I mean, I could hold the clipboard on scene and do minor little things, but if something happened on scene and a patient, got sicker or, we had to do any kind of CPR, I wouldn't have been able to help. I would have just been, standing there or in the way more than I was helping. And my chiropractor had referred me to my primary care doctor for an MRI. When he read the MRI, he said that I had a labral tear and that my rotator cuff was torn. And then he referred me to an orthopedic surgeon for further consult. He said that surgery was the only way to repair it, that my shoulder was slipping in and out of the joint because the labrum was torn, and that's what holds your shoulder socket in. I was at the Sunday morning service, praise and worship service. Ashley, our praise and worship leader, she started immediately speaking to me, telling me that God does not want me to be in pain and that he wants to take this pain away from me. I knew that it was a message from God. Everybody kind of gathered around me and laid their hands on me and started praying, and I immediately just felt this sense of peace. I started feeling this warm sensation. It started creeping from my fingertips and just moving up my arm. And the more that we prayed and the longer that we prayed, the farther up it went. There's no more pain. I could move. It was just warm, tingly feeling that just creeped all the way up my arm. For months, I couldn't even raise it up over my head. Before I left there, I was completely moving it around. And I could move it, I could raise it up. It was wonderful. I went, September 15th was my surgical consult follow-up, and the next step was surgery. That's when they revealed the results of the MRI, and they found absolutely nothing. That was the final confirmation that there was healing. And I just kept saying, praise God, thank you. That's all I could, there's never enough thank yous, I don't think, for something like that. They put me through 7 weeks of physical therapy just to strengthen. After that, I was back at it. I shared it with my fire chief. I just think everybody's glad that I'm back. And I've been a Christian. I believe in God and believe in all of his miracles, and this was my personal miracle. Put your faith in God. Always put your faith in God. There's nothing he can't do. He can do anything. He can heal anybody. He can heal anything. I'm living proof that he does.